The 2-1 Panthers traveled to Hillsboro Friday night for an SEC showdown with the Toppers. Let's get to it. The Panthers leaned on their run game early. HENSCHEN slashes through the middle, cuts back left, and he rips off a big gainer to get this one started. Here's Max Lynch out of the shotgun. He rolls right and finds Brenden Schoonover on the crossing route. He gets to the outside and finds Paydirt as Pana leads 7-0 with 8:22 left in the first. We're into the second now, and what a quarter this would be. HENSCHEN gets loose again. This time though, he takes it all the way to the house from 26 yards out. Pana up 14-0 with 11:29 left in the second. That Panther defense isn't about to let the offense steal all the headlines though. Schoonover feels the underthrow from Hillsboro's Zane Duff, cuts back across the interior and explodes up the sideline to put Pana back up at the 30. HENSCHEN got it done the first time, but here's Max Lynch with the QB keep. And he's got some wheels too. Pana leads 20-0 with 7:17 left in the second. Back on defense now. Kyle Kuhn flies in to pick up the sack and shut down this Topper drive, and we're going back the other way. Lynch takes advantage again as he finds a gigantic hole for this second TD on the ground. O-line was putting in some work Friday night.
Big game for the offensive line. Bunch of scores on the ground, opening up big holes all night. What was working for you?
Our run game, really. We've busted our butts in practice all week after last week's game. We needed something to put us back on top.
We've been running a lot of inside run to improve from last week. So I think that's a big part of tonight and why we scored so many touchdowns.
Kuhn apparently wasn't feeling satisfied with that first sack. This time he blows up the reverse for an enormous 10-yard loss. And once again, here come the Panthers. Lynch to Schoonover. Hillsboro's Jace Tukin gets a big fistful of nothing as Schoonover throws the juke move and scores from 39 yards out. Pana's up 35-0 with 2:27 left in the first half. Pana was looking to secure that running clock in the second half, and HENSCHEN would give it to him with this big run. He gets loose up the left sideline on a quick first step, and that one's good from 51 yards out. Pana leads 42-0 with time winding down in the half.
I just took my first step and just looked for any hole I could. Trying to find an opening. Got some blockers in front of me and lead me to the end zone.
Toppers would try a desperation heave in the final seconds of the half, but Schoonover might as well be playing center field out there, and that's just a routine fly ball. He pulls down his third pick of the half.
Just basically all week in practice, Lipe talked about their good receivers, and we made some play calls to use for this week's game, and basically just made plays happen.
With the running clock, the Toppers never really challenged the Panthers in the second half as the defense continued to look dominant. That was Evan Swisher running down the play to help ice this one. Pana wins running away 42-0.
A 1, a 2, a 3, we're back down!
You pitched the shutout tonight, and just a great defensive effort. What was it? What was you saw you liked out there tonight?
We just stepped up and hit like we could have. We played pretty good defensively last week as well. We just had a few hiccups, and sometimes that happens. You know, that's no big deal. And we took advantage of a couple of the weaknesses that we thought they had, and they tried to exploit them, and we just took them away. So I'm just super proud of the response. Sometimes you never know what it's going to be, and that was a fantastic response on all sides of the ball. Defense been playing excellent the entire year. I couldn't be any happier with their performance, and I'm glad we get a bunch of them back.
We didn't really get to celebrate the seniors last week, but how important have these three seniors been to this group?
Oh, they kept everything together when a few have left us or whatever, and all three of them they play their hearts out. They're at practice every single day. They're fun. It could be they could have put their head down, but they weren't gonna. They're gonna make the most of this last game next week, and we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna try to have the most fun we can.